What's up, y'all? It's Kevin here again. We're back at another video. You saw the thumbnail, read the title, and what you're in for, so let's get right into this. Today we're gonna be breaking down an R&B BRENT FAIYAZ kind of sample. People have been asking me to do another video on those, so here we are. This is a simple sample. Again, going back to the same theme of these last couple videos, I'm trying to keep it simple, and I'm gonna show y'all how I managed to, in my opinion, keep it simple enough to people to drum and to record on top of this, but make it full enough to create this atmosphere and, you know, convey some type of emotion. So let's start. I started this sample, we're at 98 BPM, and I started with this Analog Lab preset. Really simple. What I probably did was minor 9, and then, you know, you can see this is a C minor 9, and then I just copy it over and put it down 5 semitones, so 1 2 3 4 5, and then we have this G minor chord. As y'all can see, I disabled a couple notes. You can do that by clicking on the T key, and then you can disable and enable notes. After that, I grabbed this one shot here, which is basically just a sine wave. And then I copied over the same MIDI and added some stuff on top. Then after that, I used this Rhodes preset that they have in here. It's so simple, but it also sounds good, you know. Those are minor 9, of course, they're gonna sound good. The biggest point is like to convey some type of emotion. So the emotion that I have, that I feel when I listen to this, it's like eerie kind of feeling. There's this like eerie vibe to it, almost like a build up to something. That's what's most important when you're creating melodies, you know, is to convey some type of emotion. So these 3 sounds stacked on top of each other, this is how they sound. As you can see, we have basically the same MIDIs, the same progression. Most of the sounds, they have the same notes. But what I did is each one of these sounds, not only they occupy a different space on the audio spectrum, so like the Rhodes, it's a very thin high-end sound, and then the Sinewave one shot that we have here, there's more body to it, so it's like more of a medium low type of sounds. Each one of these, they occupy a different place on the sample, but they also have different melodies and embellishments. These are all the same chords, but each one of them have a couple little melodies, couple embellishments that only they have, and that helps create this more natural sounding sample, like this more humanized kind of feeling, you know. After that, I use Trillium for my bass. Trillium is my go-to for basses. This is simple synth bass here. This is the preset name. And it's just following the root notes of the chords, C and then G. On top of that, this is what to me makes the sample, are these little guitar swells here. Then I resampled them and brought it an octave down. Very nice. Again, the point of this, you gotta remember when you're making melodies, when you're making samples, the sample is half the beat is half the song. So you need to create enough stuff to convey an emotion, to make people feel inspired to drum it, to make the artist feel inspired to write to it. But you don't wanna add too many melodies, too many instruments where there's no space for the beat anymore, or the artist has, you know, a hard time writing to it and writing melodies to it. This sample to me, it's almost like the perfect balance of that. There's a cool sense of progression here with the chords and the little embellishments and the melodies. The guitar swells, they add like the top line that we need, but there's not a ton of stuff going on, you know. And you're gonna see most of the body of the sample is this, you know, the meat and potatoes of the sample is this, and then I added some embellishments to it, you know, to make it more unique. But that's the point that I want to convey with this video. We have this thing here, I don't know if y'all know this, but with the automations on FL Studio, you can double click them and then it opens this page here, and you can use the LFO. So what I'm doing here, I created an LFO that's connected to Fruity Balance right here, and what it's doing, and it's automating the panning of the guitar swells as an LFO. So this is how it looks. And it's funny because like I have Bandman, for example, which does that same very thing, but I don't know, I like to do stuff stock on FL, and this LFO tool that they have built in is just so useful. So this is what we have on the guitar swells. I didn't even talk about the mixing because, as y'all noticed, you know, in the last couple of videos, I've been trying to keep my mixes really simple. So the Analog Lab, we just have a low cut here, the Sinewave, probably a low cut too, yeah, and some Fruity compressor. Trillion, there's nothing on it, it's just how it sounds. For the swells, there's a delay bank here doing a delay thing. Parametric EQ, Fruity Balance, and Fruity Reverb, all stock plugins. For the low swells, I added this auto chroma, and this is one of the reasons why I like using stock plugins. I just changed computers this week, so I'm reinstalling all of the plugins, you know, back again. That process takes a lot of time to reinstall everything and, you know, get all the licenses working and everything. And I have installed auto chroma, which I used on this project, and I didn't install it yet, so I don't have auto chroma here. You know, that's another plus to using stock plugins. On top of this, I just added stuff to embellish the sample a little bit. So we have these vocals here. This is a vocal from Splice, and I really like Splice for vocals. It's just so easy to find vocals, and they're already cleared. You need to clear the vocals when you place it, so it's really easy to use. Again, all stock plugins here. We have a parametric EQ doing some filtering, FAIYAZ, Fruity compressor, Fruity Delay 2, not the 3, Fruity Delay 2, and Reverb 2. All stock stuff again on the vocals. And just to finish it off, I added a couple textures here. Simple textures, you know, everyone has them. And the last thing that I added was this little accent here. And it's just to, again, fill out that little gap and to create this transition for the next part of the sample. Nice, and it's done. The rest of the work is just arranging it. It sounds like there's something missing, because there is something missing. There's the drums missing, there's the vocals missing. So this is what we have for today. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, check out outofIdeas.co for all my packs and all of my sounds and everything, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.